Improve your SEO, search engine results. Avoid these unsolicited reports because most are a scam. This is My Online Toolbox, providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. We do that with a hybrid of education, giving you a strategy, and providing implementation support too if you should need it. We want to remind people too that the My Online Toolbox Facebook page literally has week after week, month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year, quick tips for just a few minutes. So please go to the My Online Toolbox Facebook page, like a couple of the posts, so you'll see it in your feed on a weekly basis. A lot of people don't know that we've been doing this for that long, and we just want to remind you. Last week, we went to talk about social media and how we provided a real example on how your story helped build your brand. Check it out. It was very detailed oriented and it could really help you out. The week before that, we were talking about procrastination and what is your excuse? 3 top reasons of why people tend to slow down. Maybe you could do something about it to give it yourself a kickstart. The weeks before that, we were talking about brand enhancement, about focusing on your home page if you want to do it simplistically to have a fresh start for your marketing. And then we were talking about a brand overhaul on replacing your website. But there's 2 approaches, vastly different. Go to the My Online Toolbox Facebook page to check out all of those exciting episodes. This week, we're talking about improving your SEO and the plethora of emails that people tend to get. And then when they get them, of course, they want to just quickly forward them over to My Online Toolbox and say, what do you think? So what we want to do is show an example that stimulated this episode. And just last week, somebody sent us a communication, which happens monthly, and then we respond the same way monthly, which is they said, hey, check this report out. And when you looked at it, it's the email with all the basic things along the lines of your SEO needs work or your SEO needs improvement, or we found this when doing a quick scan, whatever it may be. In this particular case, you could see on top when it said below is your free SEO audit report from a solicitor in the construction industry. We just changed it to call it a scammer. And we want to say a scammer because these reports are auto-generated. They're usually many pages long. And if you look right there on the right-hand side, where it says your SEO needs work, there's lots of areas where you can improve the SEO on your website. Don't be downhearted. This means there's lots of opportunity available for better rankings, aka hire us to do some SEO audit work. But what we wanted the client to know, and we want everybody listening here, is that the vast majority of these reports are auto-generated, and the person who sent them rarely has even looked at your website, let alone knows anything about your company anyway, and they're just simply trying to stimulate a reply, which then will allow them to bait you into whatever it is the services they provided. But what we showed our client, we took our information, ran it through a report, and if you see here, the report that came in via email said that your SEO needs work. We ran it and said that no, your SEO does not need work because it's running at an A+ on this particular product that we're using. But separately, we then went and showed through our own keyword tracking that over a 2-year period, our analytics have consistently improved strategically. Then, to take it even further, we were looking to show that from the beginning, we're now, based on the tool we're using, we're at a 48.83 measurement, and we're up 285% over a 2-year period of what our objectives are. And that's the secret. What are the objectives? Because it doesn't matter whether you go to the My Online Toolbox website, whether you go to anybody's website, there is always going to be room for improvement. And depending on the tool you run, there's something that could be improved. And then we have to talk about time, we have to talk about money, and then we have to talk about, does it even have a ROI, return on investment anyway? And so if the person is sending you a solicitation and then you forward it to at least My Online Toolbox and say, what do you think? The first thing we say is we don't care. And the second thing is, since the report was auto-generated by someone else, we are charging for our time. We're not going to sit here and go through a 5 to 10 page report that the other person didn't even read and then sit here and spend 30 minutes looking at it, spending another 15 to 30 minutes writing up an essay of what we think, because that costs time and that means we have to charge, but it's usually a waste of time anyway. So we want to remind you to avoid unsolicited communications from somebody who simply knows nothing about your business and is simply trying to sell you something. This is my online toolbox reminding those people who don't know us, if you want to get into our marketing orbit, at a minimum, just purchase the basic education class for more leads. It focuses on specifically how to better communicate to your programmer, how to understand what makes, at a minimum, a website tick, and how the search engines get attracted to the uniqueness of your business. There's other classes we have, but that one is where it starts if you'd like to get our attention and have a connection with us on a professional level. This is my online toolbox providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of your business, hoping that you have a great week. And remember to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.